In 1980, Zimbabwe emerged from a brutal war of liberation full of hope and promise. But just 2 decades later, the country would be brought to its knees, its economy in free fall, its currency worthless, and its international standing shattered. The new constitution froze land reform for 10 years. Land could only be acquired on a willing buyer, willing seller basis, and Britain agreed to help fund this. Between 1980 and 1997, London contributed £44 million towards land resettlement under the Land Resettlement Programme Phase 1. However, this process moved slowly and inefficiently. A 1998 audit found that many redistributed farms ended up in the hands of political elites, civil servants, and military officers, and not necessarily the landless peasants. Rural poverty remained widespread, and frustration began to simmer. By the late 1990s, the post-independence euphoria had faded. Zimbabwe's economy was stagnating, corruption was rampant, and social unrest was growing. Led by figures like Chenjerai Hunzwi, they now demanded land, the very promise that had fueled the liberation struggle. Mugabe turned to the war veterans, and just weeks later, the fast-track land reform program began, not through legislation, but through force. Thousands of white-owned farms were occupied, often violently. Mugabe claimed these occupations were spontaneous, but internal documents and eyewitness accounts suggested that they were orchestrated by the state to punish dissent and to regain political support. The white commercial farming class, numbering just a little under 5,000, was driven out. Many of them fled to South Africa, Zambia, and the UK. By 2008, monthly inflation reached 79.6 billion% according to the IMF. A loaf of bread cost 35 million Zimbabwean dollars. Social services collapsed, hospitals lacked medicine, and schools couldn't pay teachers. Life expectancy dropped to 37 years for men, which was among the lowest globally. The middle class was also wiped out, and an estimated 3 to 4 million Zimbabweans fled the country, creating a major diaspora across South Africa, the UK, and beyond. Meanwhile, land audits reveal that some elites hold multiple farms, violating redistribution limits. Land in Zimbabwe remains highly politicized.